James Harden scored 11 points in less than 2 minutes last night to reach 31 for the game and extend his streak to 30 straight games of 30 or more points. This is the longest streak in more than 50 years, but it has been taxing. That was a lovely clearing of your throat. Harden leads the league in scoring, minutes per game, shots, and dribbles. Look at that number of dribbles. 88% of his baskets have been unassisted. Looking at that, Tracy McGrady, what do you think is going to happen come playoff time?
Well, hopefully he stays on this pace of scoring. They're going to need that if he wants to win a championship.
Do you think he'll burn him out, though? He says he's in the best shape of his life.
Yeah, but, I mean, these defenses are so relaxed. I think come playoff time, it's going to be they're going to apply a lot more pressure to wear him down. Right now, they're just so relaxed. I mean, it's the regular season. That's what happens.
I really don't like this style because they're so dependent on Harden having huge games because in the playoffs, if he doesn't have that game, they probably lose. They're so dependent on that, on him to go for 36, 40 every night. You need help once the playoffs comes because it's going to be a night you're not going to get the 35, 40, and then, like, what are the other guys going to do? You know, they're so dependent on him, and I don't like that.
The numbers that worry me.
I'm not taking anything away from that run, but it's just, I don't know.
It's tough.
It's not
every night.
It's tough, especially in the playoffs when you don't get the call.
The numbers that worry me are that his numbers tend to be better at the beginning of playoff series than at the end of playoff series, his individual numbers. So that tells me he gets tired. Now, there's days off between playoff games. You don't play any back-to-backs. And as you say, with the way, it's an angle I hadn't really thought of, with the way defenses are not just during the regular season, T-Mac, but with the rules emphasis changing this year, and guys maybe not defending him as hard because they're afraid they're going to call for a foul, maybe it is less wear and tear on him through this regular season.
It is through the regular season.
Well, because you're not fighting through things physically as well.
Right, and it's been like that for a couple years now. He has these phenomenal regular seasons, and he gets these calls. But when you get to the playoffs, the referees are a little bit more tougher with that whistle. They're not blowing and giving him those three-point calls that he normally gets in the regular season because of the defenses. They're challenging these shots. They're applying more pressure, whereas the regular season, they're a little bit more reserved and pushed back. I mean, you see the Lakers. In the playoffs, you think the Lakers are going to have their hands behind their back playing James Harden in the defense?
No, I do.
No.
Well, it's a difference when you get 1 day to prepare for him and a week to prepare to defend James Harden. So,
how come during Russell Westbrook's triple-double season, that year after Kevin Durant left and he was going into all these arenas, people were going wild for him, not just in Oklahoma City, but it was this tremendous wave of sort of fun people were riding. And even the people who didn't like it, who thought he was stat hunting, couldn't argue with the fact that there was just this sort of crest of emotion in the NBA. It doesn't seem to be happening here with James Harden. Daryl Morey keeps calling it the unguardable tour, but I don't see arena after arena outside of Houston being sort of caught up in James Harden madness.
Right. Well, to answer your question about Russ, everybody was feeling bad for him because KD left, right? So everybody was pro-Russ.
Right.
With James, it's one-on-one basketball. James at the park. James at the park hooping by himself. 88% is unassisted. That means it's all James. It's not the team. It's not the players. It's James Harden show.
Is it fun for you? Not fun for you?
I don't know. Maybe it's his style of play. It's either threes, he gets fouled. I don't know what it is, but James is an exciting player for me to watch.
Your score, I would think it'd be fun to watch.
I just don't know what. Like he said, I mean, it was like KD leaving Russ, so everybody was like he did something that hasn't been done in 30-something years. And, James is having a historic season, and I don't know why he's not getting the same type of buzz from arena to arena. I don't know.
It's interesting to watch.
Maybe if he go out and get 82.
There we go.
Maybe that'll change.
It's funny you picked that number out of the air.